Hey there.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
Welcome back to the Kel-n-rich Show. My name is Kel, and this is my wonderful husband and musical tour guide, Rich.
Thank you so much, Kel. It's great to be back with you. We had about a week off. We were kind of getting the show ready. We're, accumulating some of your great selections. And here's what I discovered, Kel. I discovered that there's a lot of you out there that want Kel to hear music that she's been really clear about, that she really doesn't want to be piped into her ears. And I think what I wanted to do tonight is I wanted to revisit a moment in time that was, I think, a turning point where I took the advice and the counsel of our great subscribers, our great fans out there, especially Sean in Philadelphia.
Hi, Sean.
And others like Sean that were Slipknot
so many
maniacs, the
so
maggots out
you.
there, right? And they're like, you got to try this, you got to try that. And one of them was Snuff. And it was the original on the album. Right. We loved it. It was like, because we had heard Eyeless, and Eyeless is really aggressive, and you liked it. And it was super aggressive, but Slipknot is so darn talented that I think some of the harsher lyrics and harsher vocal pieces, you got through them, and you actually liked them. So then the next one we did, I think, was Snuff.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to go back and revisit Snuff, but this one is from Corey Taylor, okay? And he's credited with the song credits for writing the song. And without going into too much of the backstory of Snuff, you guys can fill in it, and maybe I'll fill in a little bit of it later,
right,
to kind of bring it full circle. This one was very hard for Corey to get through. And that's why it's only been performed, I think, to this day, 17 times.
Oh, wow.
They performed a lot. So this one is of Corey alone, an acoustic from several years ago, maybe 2016, somewhere in there. And it's an example of a band that has some really, aggressive, angry, dark stuff that you choose to not listen to, but in this case it was really good, and now we're going a little bit more into a deep dive.
Okay.
All right, so and we're going to talk about kind of what you like and what you don't like and what your deal breakers are, so you can kind of help me help everybody out there really understand. So it's not that we don't want you to request anymore. It's just that know that we're not going to do it, because if I sample it and it has certain elements, and Kel's going to help us with that after the reaction here. Sure. Okay? Then I think we'll know a little bit more, and we'll get to know Kel a little bit more as well. All right. Here we go. So, Kel, if you can just freeze. Perfect. Unfreeze. See
back.
That? And we're back.
Magic.
All right.
The magic of Hollywood.
Here we go, Kel.
Okay.
Now, I picked one with lyrics.
Sound effect?
No, we're already back. Oh. You were frozen. We did all of that.
Damn it.
Yeah, we actually made up the sound effect for you.
Okay.
Here we go.
I love hearing the crowd.
Bury all your secrets in my skin. Come away with innocence, dealing with my sins. The air around me still feels like a cage. Love is just a camouflage. One resembles rage again. So if you love me, let me go. Run away before I start to care. I can't destroy what isn't there. Deliver me into my fate. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. I don't deserve to have you. My smile was taken long ago. If I can change, I hope I'll never know.
Unrequited love is quite a thing.
Yeah.
I still press your letters to my lips.
Whoa.
Cherish them in parts of me. Savor every kiss. I couldn't face a life without your light. All of that was ripped apart when you refused to fight. So save your breath, I will not hear. I think I made it very clear. You couldn't hate enough to love. Is that supposed to be enough? I only wish you would, my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. I never claimed to be a saint. My own was banished long ago. I took the death of hope to let you go. So break yourself against my stones and spit your pity in my soul. You never needed any help. You sold me out to save yourself. And I won't listen to your shame. You ran away, you're all the same. Angels lie to keep control. My love was punished long ago. If you still can't, oh, never let me know. You still can't, oh, never let me
Okay, that was like a gunshot through my soul. You know, as I'm listening to him, and I know that he is so well loved, and I know that he's made such a huge impact on so many of you and helped you and changed your lives. And we've all had our fair share of stuff that we have faced and overcome, and things that we have yet to face that we don't know about. Evolution for a human is difficult at times. It can be very painful. We've all been through it in our own way. No one's evolution or sadness or tragedies are better or worse than anybody else, in my opinion. And as I'm listening to him, I was actually getting nauseous, because I have a visceral response to music now that I've been on this channel with you. When I was a musician before, I never felt a thing because I was not invested. I was great at practicing and getting the notes right and being a little musical parrot, but I had no soul when I was a musician. It just didn't exist. And I have very few musical memories of, oh God, I remember when. Oh, there's that song. It reminds me. All my musical memories have come from this channel and from you, from what we would do before the channel with Jared and in the car and stuff. I just realized now, just in this moment, that the lyrics hit me like a ton of bricks. And I feel and I see their pain. And I just don't want it between my ears.
But can you listen to that song?
Again, no.
There we go. So that's a difference between you and I. Not better, not worse. Not just is. The melody and the pain and the overcoming it, that he's actually able to perform it, considering the death of Paul Gray and the drummer.
You know, I thought that I would be getting emotionally stronger. And since Pitbull Attack, I seem to have less resistance to my emotions. And I see the pain, I hear it, and I don't need to hear it again. And when I hear Scream and Growl, it reminds me of all the terrible things that happened to me in my childhood, in my teenage years, in my adult life. And I don't want to be reminded of them. I know what happened to me throughout the decades. I am here on this channel because I love music. And I love that these are your heroes and they help you grow and evolve. And I appreciate the depth of their talent. I just don't like the messaging, the hurtful music that I know acts as almost like a cathartic remedy for some of you. I just don't seek it in music. I don't. I want joyful, happy. My go-to on my ringtone, Mr. Blue Sky. And I still want to strap a big amp to our SUV, our little Nissan, and I want to drive around town blasting Mr. Blue Sky because I think the whole world needs to hear it.
Yeah.
So I look for the joy and the bliss in music that I never felt. And that's why I am not interested in pushing myself through enduring scream, growl, songs about killing cops, Justin Bieber.
God, again with the Biebers.
Sorry, Justin.
You're not a believer, are you?
It's not that. I just don't like his style. Can I just not like his style?
His musical style, or his style as a
either.
Okay.
I love him as a human being.
I've cut him lots of slack over the years.
It's just not my thing. It's like I love roasted broccoli, asparagus, and Brussels sprouts in balsamic vinegar. I love it. I could eat it every single day. Just because I love it doesn't mean I'm asking anybody else to like it. Same thing with music.
Of course.
So I don't want to hear rap, and I don't want to hear scream and growl, and I don't want to hear songs that hit me on such a level like that Lacuna Coil video. I'm still scarred.
In case they haven't seen it or heard it, I'm sure
So,
most of you haven't.
I had heard of the band Lacuna Coil from the channel. I'd never known of them, and you played me that one song, and they have a video, and it is one of the most disturbing things I have ever watched.
Explain.
Because I have had moments where I have been the one tied to the bed and not for anything fun. I have had moments where I have been tied to chairs and things done to me. I just can't do it. So
You did get through that video, and if you...
I almost threw up.
I'll do my best to put in the link down below. But just look up Lacuna Coil, Kel-n-rich, and you'll find the video.
Unfortunately, we are programmed to use our judgment, and so my musical judgment in that moment is I don't ever want to hear anything from Lacuna Coil again.
Harsh.
Well, but everybody
X from
seems
the Kelster.
everyone seems to think that I'm all Pollyanna and I love everything. Don't bring me Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
Don't.
Why?
Because Taylor Swift's music is depressing to me.
That you've heard, because you haven't heard all of it. So be
I
fair.
don't
Be fair
want-
to the Taylor Swift fans, Kel.
Well, and sure, if you
What
want to
you've
bring
sampled.
me what I've sampled, I'm not interested in hearing about her repetitive boy-bashing heartache. I'm a victim. I can't do it. Are you kidding me? Like, Get some power. Be a woman. Stand up. So those kinds of songs, and I'm sure that she has, and I'm not dissing her person. I'm saying I don't like her musical style.
At least the style that you've heard.
That I've
because there's a
heard.
new album that I heard is off the charts. I've sampled one of the songs, which I was going to actually show you.
Well, I would much
Now
rather
I'm
much rather
nervous.
listen to metal, to be honest with you. It's just
Or progressive.
or progressive rock or acid rock or what's that sand?
Oh, well, you're talking about stoner rock.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you
Western
know,
rock, yeah.
like I love that stuff.
Desert rock.
There we go, desert rock. I knew it had something to do with the sand.
Snakes, sand, west, driving through the desert, gas smell.
Mind-altering,
Nebula.
sound-bending. Oh yeah, wall of sound, Soen and
Oh, Soen. Okay, that's not
that.
that. We have an exciting message about Soen. Oh, we should talk about that, but after you finish.
So I hope that helps all of you understand where my lines are, because when we started the channel, I didn't have any. All I knew is I didn't want to go back to Beethoven and Mozart and Bach and Chopin, and it's not that I don't love them. It's that I've had my fill of them, and I want to know what else is out there. But these are the rules. Nothing depressing,
okay,
no
so wait.
suicides.
Okay, so depressing, suicide. Now remember, we have done lots of Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, things like that, and so there's a lot of videos
That
out there.
amps me up.
Right,
Makes me
and
want to go break garbage cans and stuff. I don't know.
with your head or
My
with-
boots.
With your boots. Okay, I thought you just do some
I've only got one arm
WWE.
still. We're working on it, so not yet.
You have two arms.
Well, this one's kind of not working so well, but it's
All right,
better.
that's getting better.
It's getting better.
So there's going to be some videos, you guys, that you click on, and Kel's, like Cradle of Filth is one of them I can remember. And,
That's a no.
right, but at the time, if you watch the footage, there's parts of it that you like. Now, here's
Because
why.
I was trying to evolve.
Okay, so now explain because this is kind of like it's a reveal for you. Okay, so explain,
So
please.
Cradle of Fifth, that
Filth.
filth. See, don't even know. So I'm so sorry. My apologies.
I
Cradle
did the
of
same thing back then.
Filth. I like that song, but I probably couldn't take an entire album. The scream and the growl, really, the headphones need to come off. The minute I hear it, and I endured it because I wanted to explore it, and I've come to the realization that it's just not my speed. I have no interest in putting it between me. I got screamed and yelled at a lot.
Right, you did.
I'm not interested in it musically.
The thing about you, and the thing about, I think, all of you out there, or a lot of you out there, that love about you is that you try to find the good and you try to dig up the gold and everything. That's just you. And it's a great example. And I consider myself the luckiest man alive. Live. Because I'm with you all the time. And I get to have that as the model. So it's easy to have, the eye that goes into a room and there's a ton of artwork, let's say. And the first place that the eye can go to is that painting that's like, 17 feet by 8 feet is crooked. And that's the first thing that is seen. Yeah, you can have that mind, you can have that eye, but then you might miss some of the other stuff, right? So you might not like a song, but you are the type of person that will look to the good.
And I don't want to judge because I don't feel that it's fair. I don't have the rock star title written on my back of my jacket. I'm not the one who's produced gold albums and videos and concerts with millions of tickets sold. I do not get to claim that. Therefore, who am I to judge these artists who I revere for their talent, their dedication, their diversity? How many hours have these people practiced? I know. I've been there. I never achieved, nor would ever be able to achieve what they have, but I can recognize their effort and their talent and their God-given ability.
Yeah, but what they're putting out sometimes is shit. It's between your ears.
But that's
right?
just one set of ears.
Right, but it's important that they know that you're going to be honest when you don't like something.
I have. There have been times when I've just taken my headphones off and been like, that's it.
And here's the truth. I do my best to show you stuff that you're actually going to like.
I know you do.
Because of the life that you have lived the first several decades.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that.
You know? So it's a little bit loaded here, you guys. I'm showing her stuff that I believe is going to be liked by her and will bring up the positive emotions, okay?
Yeah.
I can throw 15 song titles that I just got today at you, Kel, and you'll be like, I'm not listening to this. Take the headphones. And that's what the show would be. So,
oh, yeah, that'd be no fun.
No, but we're going to try that. Oh, no, we're going to try that. We're going to give it a shot. And you're going to, it's going to be one of those things where it's like, so many people have requested this song by this band. And you'll give it a shot, and you're going to have an authentic reaction, which is going to be, turn it off. Or, you know, that's actually not so bad. I don't like the message, but you know what I mean? So I don't want this, you guys, to be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. Okay,
well,
that's one of the knocks that we get, that well, she just likes everything, and we've covered that. So I just want to be clear going forward with our new return. You know, we've been back for, I don't know, 8 or 9 videos at this point since Kel's been able to literally sit here without having the massive headaches and stuff. She was, if you don't know, she was attacked by and survived a pit bull attack going on 3 years ago. So we had a big gap. So now Kel is able to be back. She's able to actually listen to music in the headphones. She couldn't do it before.
No, I had some concussions and like 8 surgeries.
PTSD. And anyway, there's a lot of stuff. It's the
I
details
needed to rest.
The details of that are in the other video. So anything else you want to say? Because this is like, here's the mic. Here's everybody listening right now. Is there anything else you want to clear the air about?
Yeah, and if I don't like it, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything that I don't like you, or it says anything about your taste in music. It just means that it just doesn't fit in between these 2 ears, and that's allowed. Mm-hmm. We don't have to like everything that's on the planet. Our highest function as a human being is to choose and sort. We choose and sort friends, relationships, lovers, family members,
the way of living,
shoes, way of living, art, and music is part of personal preference. So this is just us letting all of you know why he's not selecting certain videos and giving them to me, because he already knows it's going to be a sunk ship before it even starts. It's a musical Titanic.
Just cue the sound effects. Yeah, we wouldn't get through it. It would be like, oh, okay, sorry. So anyway, hope that clears a bit of the air and the possible confusion. Why did you do my request? I've been requesting that fucking song for
yeah. And some of it, you know, please understand and appreciate that I didn't know. I didn't know that I didn't like it, or that part of it is me being exposed to things that I've never heard, and then sitting back and going, on first blush, first listen, okay, it's okay. And then now I've had, a few years to think about it, and I have a limited amount of resources between my ears right now, and I don't want it wasted on music that's just going to make me take my headphones off. It's no fun for you, it's no fun for you, and it's no fun for me.
There you go.
So
really,
it's not a slight for anybody.
I love this song, and I loved Corey's
What did you like about it?
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I will learn.
Okay. That song is so relatable by so many people because it's unrequited love. Mm-hmm. And the pain of the reality of, I'm going to give everything to you, and I'm yours, and I'm your love slave, and I'm your everything. You complete me. Whatever it is. And then to have it ripped away and shredded and stomped on. And what was the analogy? The plumber lover?
Down the carburetor.
Yeah, his male unit down the carburetor.
You'll have to put a clip up.
Yeah, that's from a Led Zeppelin reaction we did a long time ago. She had the best analogy. Anyway, when that stuff happens, right? It where does it go? It's a whole bunch of pain. And for Corey and Slipknot to be able to put that down and then be able to sing that, even though two of the band members, one passed away from basically a drug overdose. That was Paul. And like a couple months after the song was released, 2008, and then passed away from basically a spinal issue, right? And he's still able to get up there and talk about when love is basically not reciprocated, not given back or taken away or anything. And he gets through the song and you can just hear his pain. But to me, it's all about the redemption. And how he explains it is, he says, this is a slow one, the song Snuff. It's another personal one. Again, not naming names. It's about someone who helped me through a lot, which I like. Mm-hmm. And I thought she felt the same way that I did, and then she really let me down. At the same time, it was good that she did, because it was the final push to push me figuring out myself. So now, by me knowing that, and now going back and listening to this song, I am now connected to that last line that he said in this interview. It was that final push to me figuring out myself. And then he says, the lyrics are pretty self-explanatory. And they're amazing. This is from Paul, the bassist, Paul Gray, before he passed away. Corey doesn't really write music for Slipknot, but when he came over to hear the songs, this is from Joey Jordison. So Paul and I were working on All Hope Is Gone, which is the album that Snuff is on. He showed me this. I had him lay a scratch track down in the studio. Then I went in late at night without telling him and laid down some drums. When he heard it the next day, he started crying. It's Corey's masterpiece. It's actually Slipknot's highest charting single. And then, some more about Paul. Unfortunately, on May 24th, 2010, which is the same day my father passed away in 2007, basically he was found dead in room 431 at the Town Place Suites Hotel in Urbandale, Iowa, at about 10 o'clock in the morning. Her hypodermic needle was found next to Gray's bed, as well as many pills that were apparently scattered across the room. No foul play was found, but any cause of death could not be established. A couple months later, the autopsy results showed an overdose of morphine and fentanyl, and that he had also developed significant heart disease. Also traces of anti-anxiety pill Xanax. And then Joey Jordison passed away in 2021, I think. And, bandmates dying is family. That's family, And for Corey to, there was a woman, apparently, but then these lyrics are going to relate to the next losses, right? And I can just relate to loss, and I don't mind hearing singers and bands and artists sing and really belt out the pain of the loss. So that's me. That's a long, drawn-out version.
As you've been speaking, I realized that the reason I don't ever want to hear this song again is because it reminds me of my own pain that I have endured in this situation, and I don't want that pain anymore. That's why I don't want to listen to this song again. Because it doesn't only bring up the pain that I see in this person singing. It brings up my own pain from my own past. I know what's in there.
I see. I don't mind bringing up the pain of my past.
I'm not interested.
There you go.
I've already moved past. Not interested in re-examination. It's already been examined for decades. We're done. Moving on.
Yeah. Cool.
Not that I'm dissing the song. I don't like the way it makes me feel. It's too hurtful to my insides. I have a visceral response. Not interested. Mm-hmm. And that's not to take anything away from Corey Taylor and the amazing songs that he makes, and that I love that he has touched so many hearts and souls. I'm not detracting from Slipknot at all. I'm just saying it's too much for me. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
I get you, Kel.
That's all it is. It's too heavy. It's too heavy for this little heart.
It's too heavy, man. It's just too heavy.
I like the heavy sound. I like the heavy drums. I like the heavy, dirty, nasty, naughty metal. Rock, I do. I love it. because it amps me up and it makes me want to shit kick stuff. I do not want to be taken back into my past.
Fair enough. So those are some guidelines. Those are some ground rules that
Hopefully
have been
that
established. Let it be written. Let it be done.
Do it. Do it now.
So let it be written. Let it be done. So that's the other thing. We listen to Metallica. We listen to other amazing bands and artists. And I bet you there's a lot of pain and other stuff that you haven't connected with yet. Because a lot of times you don't watch or listen to the lyrics. You're listening to the music.
Musicality.
Right?
Yeah, the instrumentation.
Yeah, and I think we start getting into a little trouble when we start down the dark path of some heavier, darker, what did you call it? Dirty,
naughty, nasty metal.
Yeah, that's the stuff. And all of a sudden we put the lyrics up and you're just like, ooh.
Yes.
No,
like, you know who comes to
thank
mind
you.
is Five Finger Death Punch. Love them. But boy, that's heavy stuff.
Some of it, yeah.
Jumping jackrabbits. I mean, some of it is doink, 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 doink.
Holy jumping jackrabbits, Batman.
Some of it is, it's been so heavy. I've just had to make myself do it because I understand the cause, why they're doing the music they're doing. And I think it's so important to give veterans and the men and women who work to protect us a voice and give them anything and everything we can to help them along their way to do their jobs. So
the question then begs the question. So what about songs that either Five Finger Death Punch or other bands do that talks about losing limbs and getting, tortured, mutilated, but then, and the song ends? Or some songs, there's a catharsis. It's going to be song dependent for you?
I think it would have to be song dependent because I don't know, 99% of the time, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know anything about the band. I don't know anything about the song. And we learned early on, it was a Halloween song, and we thought it was a joyous song, and it was about burning the witches. Remember?
Oh, we have to go back and look at the lists. But okay, yeah.
And there were some comments being like, you guys have no idea what this song is about. You are rocking out, and that's not what's going on.
Yeah, that happened a lot. That has happened.
Right, because we don't know. And
we didn't know. We just didn't know. Forgive us.
And so, sometimes I don't know. Right. Yeah, so I don't know most of the time. And I don't research or look. I don't spoil it because it's a big adventure. And sometimes when I don't like it, the headphones are coming off and it's getting shut down because that is what has to happen. But it doesn't happen that often because he gives me great music because he already knows what I'm going to love.
Coming from you guys. And then I will,
and
kind of just sample through some songs. And
so many of you have given requests understanding innately where I'm going without me having to say it. But there's new people on the channel every day that don't know. So when they say in their comments, I've requested this song 15 times and you haven't done it. Why haven't you showed it to her? It's so good. He's got a reason, because this is not an individual who does anything haphazard or anything halfway. So he's going to know whether or not I'm going to like it, love it, or put my headphones down.
Most times. I'm pleasantly surprised. It's not every time. So that reminds me, you guys. I'm just going to share the screen for a second.
I hope that helps.
And I'm actually going to go through some little things here for you. So the Kel-n-rich Show can be found, obviously, when you do the Kel-n-rich Show or Kel-n-rich or Kel-n-rich. And on our website, you're going to see basically some popular videos that we've just done. And a lot of people are still getting confused and they're saying, why did I know that you guys came back? If you hit notifications up here, the little bell, let me just do it on this one here. I'll subscribe to Nearasith. Thanks for the video, by the way. And under the bell, so here I am, I hit subscribed. Under the bell, it says all, personalized, or none. I'm going to select all. which means you'll get all notifications. That's what you want to make sure that you have on our website, okay?
So it's a two-step process.
Right, so I'll do it again, unsubscribe. So
I never knew
subscribe,
that.
bell, all.
You actually have to click all.
You have to click all, because
See,
if you don't,
I never knew that, which explains why I don't get
I had
any
a cou-
notifications
I had
from
a
our
couple
own channel.
correct.
Oh. There we go. See, reason for everything.
There you go.
Well, thanks for the little tech lesson. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I do what I can here.
I've been wondering all these years why I never get notifications.
And there it is.
Well,
We're totally human. We're squishy. We're
Yeah.
like the only creatures that not only stand up, but we lead with the most sensitive parts right in front for war. They're right here.
that's why you wear breast armor, big steel breastplate.
Still.
Oh, yeah. Give me the bulletproof vest.
Head into the wall. That's not just like, figurative. That's literal. Like head into the wall.
Yeah, I know. Head went into a door after there was a pit bull chasing me. I got that one down pat. I got an A.
Gotcha. So light up the comments, you guys. Hopefully this was chock full of goodies. Hopefully we didn't upset you too much.
Yeah, not trying to offend anyone.
No,
just
no, and if
personal preference.
we don't want to offend people's sensitivities and sensibilities, and we certainly don't want to stop you from commenting and suggesting songs that include Scream and Growl, because the suggestions are not just for us; it's for everybody else that's reading the comments, that are reading the comments.
Yeah.
So light it up. Don't restrict it to what Kel is gonna like.
Oh, that's boring.
I'll be the filter for what I believe I should be showing Kel. So everybody just have fun and enjoy the music.
A few weeks ago when we came back, we did that terrible song, The Crusher, by the Novas. Oh, God.
I didn't think it was that terrible. Kind of garage beachy, kind of. It was like a wrestling promo song.
Do the Crusher. Oh, God.
The first.
Quack. Quack. Yeah. So, I pushed my way through it, but it definitely is never something I'm going to listen to again. So, just a small example of even from 1950, whatever.
That one? That one was early 60s.
Early 60s. See, I've
You blocked
it from my
completely.
memory.
Yeah.
So, just personal preference.
Right on. Well, thank you so much for being so honest about this song, because I thought for sure this song was going to go on some sort of playlist. We have a lot of playlists.
No, thank you. You can put it on whatever playlist you want. Please don't put it back in my ears again.
Reminder. I got a memo. I just got a text from this side of my brain to the other side of my brain. Soen, S-O-E-N. That's S as in Sam, O-E-N. North American tour. They're coming. We're going to be there in Austin, Texas on December 6th.
Yeah.
I believe the band or the venue is called Come and Take It Live. And we're staying close by in a nice hotel, and we're doing a quick fly in and fly out because it's right after a pickleball tournament. I'm actually it's my first pickleball tournament. I'm playing singles, I'm playing doubles, and I'm playing mixed doubles. I'm gonna video him.
Yeah.
So it's like right after that, like a day or two right after that.
Yeah.
And Martin Lopez and Yoel and the whole gang. We're going to see Cody. We're going to see all the entire band, and we're going to hang with them and look for them on tour. Just go SOEN, North American Tour, and you'll see all the dates. I'm going to start showing all the music to Kel that we have been holding off on because we thought we would come back eventually for our show. And we have, and now it's like, we could listen to Soen again.
It's a Soen marathon.
Yeah, we're going to totally have a Soen marathon. So that's the way it's going to go.
Love it.
All right, so.
Awesome. Thanks for asking the questions.
Thanks for being honest. Really appreciate it.
I love you.
I love you.
Thanks
right,
for
you guys,
being here.
Love you guys too.
Lots of love to all of you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy.